Vocabulary number 1. Ambiguous. If something ambiguous, that means it's not clear or can have something more than one meaning. You're not sure what exactly it means and it can be confusing. For example, the instructions were so ambiguous, so no one knew what to do. So that means the instructions were so confusing and unclear. Another example, his response was so ambiguous. I didn't know if he agreed or not. That means his response wasn't clear. You didn't understand, or that person didn't understand what they respond.
Being ambiguous doesn't make you profound. It makes you foolish.
Anyway, that's ambiguous.
Ambiguous? No, I don't think so.
Vocabulary number 2. Concur. To concur means to agree or have the same opinion. It's used in formal position that when everyone comes to the same conclusion. For example, I concur with your opinion on the matter. Another word is saying that I've agreed what you said.
I think we should go home.
I concur. We're going home.
I concur.
Good. It's done. I'll go tell Zach.
Vocabulary number 3. Conspicuous. Something is conspicuous is easy to notice or very obvious. If something stands out from the crowd, that is conspicuous. For example, if you wear a red dress in the party and you are the only one in that party by that, you wear a conspicuous dress that makes you stand out at the party. And your dress made all the attention to you.
You should have brought your tractor. It might have been less conspicuous.
That is not a person you can hide. That is a conspicuous person designed to stick out.
Vocabulary number 4. Disparage. To disparage means to talking about someone or something in a way that shows strong disapproval or disagree. It's like making someone or something else less important or less valuable. For example, do not disparage her efforts. She's working very hard. Like it's saying that do not criticize her effort and do not make them less valuable.
I didn't mean to disparage your faith.
Never disparage your own child. Everything they do is a miracle from God. When they're bad, it's only because they're tired.
Vocabulary number 5. Egregious. It's used to describe the mistakes or behavior is extremely unacceptable. And that person or that thing is wrong. For example, the company made an egregious mistake by misusing customer data. Another example, his egregious behavior got him expelled from the school.
Cheese! Fetch some more quickly before the Blakes discover we've made such an egregious error.
The crime is so egregious and so well known that everybody in the community has already convicted the poor son of a bitch accused of it.
Vocabulary number 6. Elusive. Something elusive is difficult to find, catch, or achieve. It's like chasing someone or something else is just about to reach out. For example, the solution to the problem was elusive, and we couldn't figure it out. The meaning is that it was hard to find the right answer for that. Another example, success in the business is elusive, even for the hardworking people.
Man, these guys are elusive.
Explanation? None. Completely elusive. In fact, it's invisible.
Vocabulary number 7. Fortuitous. Fortuitous describes something that happens by luck or chance. You might use that it's something when unexpectedly positive things happens that. For example, it was fortuitous as we met at the event, as we hadn't planned it. It's like another word of saying that it's luckily we run into each other and we came across like this.
Well, a layer of dust would do my sinuses no good, and it led to a fortuitous discovery.
What fortuitous circumstance be this?
Vocabulary number 8. Impeccable. Something that is impeccable, that means it's perfect, without any problem, without any mistakes. For example, her performance was impeccable, and the audience is clapping for hours.
Well, it is good to have you back, Dr. Jackson. You have impeccable timing.
And then there were 2.
Math skills are impeccable.
Vocabulary number 9. Juxtapose. To juxtapose describes something to put in side by side and compare them to each other. It's often used when you want to highlight and see the difference between two things. For example, the artist juxtaposed light and dark colors to create a striking effect.
If we juxtapose our coordinates, we should be able to find our destination.
A serene landscape that was completely juxtaposed.
Vocabulary number 10. Lethargic. If someone is lethargic, that means that person feel very tired. Like means exhausted. It's like feeling a little bit lazy because of you're tired, you don't want to do anything at all. For example, after a long flight, I felt lethargic and I didn't want to do anything at all. Just another meaning of saying that I feel very tired and I didn't have energy to do anything else.
Blah. It sounds like we have a lethargic pussy in our hands.
I was lethargic, unhappy, and unmotivated. And then I found joy.
Vocabulary number 11. Mitigate. To litigate means make to something less serious. It's often used when you reduce the negative effect of the problem. For example, the government took action to mitigate the impact of the economic crisis.
Here, Andrew Baker and his team are working to quantify how corals mitigate the impacts of extreme storms.
I copied everything so you can mitigate any problems.
Good.
Vocabulary number 12. Oblivious. If someone is oblivious, they are unaware of what's happening around them. It's like being lost in thought, you don't notice anything. For example, he was oblivious to the fact that everyone was watching him. So he didn't even notice that everyone looking at him, but he was just thinking something in his mind.
I refuse to be the oblivious, permanently annoyed, whining wife.
It would have been so much easier if you had remained oblivious.
Vocabulary number 13. Ominous. Ominous describes something is bad things going to happen. It's like when you see the dark clouds in the sky, that means a storm is coming. For example, the dark ominous clouds signal an approaching storm. Basically, if you see the dark clouds, that means it's storm is coming. You have to be careful about that.
Ominous. Most ominously.
Vocabulary number 14. Quintessential. Quintessential means something is the most typical example. It's like saying the best representation of the something else. For example, he is the quintessential teacher. Patient, knowledgeable, and caring. Another word of saying that he represents how the good teacher should be.
There are several quintessential moments in a man's life. Losing his virginity, getting married, becoming a father.
Hope. It is the quintessential human delusion, simultaneously the source of your greatest strength and your greatest weakness.
And the last one, vocabulary number 15. Circumvent. To circumvent, it means to find the way around the problem or the restriction. It's usually used by the clever and indirect methods. For example, he circumvented traffic by using a different road. Basically, by using a different road, he avoided traffic. Otherwise, he will be stuck at traffic maybe long time. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you watched until here, please give us a thumbs. Thank you so much for watching that. See you in the next video.